Hello, beautiful soul. My spiritual awakening happened in 2020 when the word Reiki flashed to me literally like a neon sign. R-E-I-K-I. I was in deep meditation and that word flashed to me. I had never ever heard of Reiki before. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something I needed to pursue. But rewind, not fast forward, rewind a couple weeks before that, my partner and I had got into this big argument about self-love, and I had hit rock bottom. I was struggling with anxiety and depression, and he was worried, like really, really worried. And I remember in the heat of the moment, we were in the spare room, and I was like, right, that's enough. I was full of anger, full of rage, full of sadness, that deep darkness and victim mode. I was like, right, no, I'm not hearing this. I'm not going to take any more. So I walked out of the room, went to the gate, and because I was angry and I was about to leave. But in that moment, something stopped me in my tracks. I had a vision of his face in absolute anguish, very, very clearly, and it stopped me. Something stopped me that day, and I went back in to the spare room, and I asked him, what do I do? That's when he said, well, babe, how about you just start with meditation at nighttime, solfeggio frequencies to be exact. And that's where I started. I didn't know anything about meditation. I had never meditated in my life. Actually, I had tried it once, and it was so foreign. Like I'd sit there and my mind would go woo, 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 just never ending. It was so noisy. There was no way I could sit and meditate. But I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. So I did. And the results are incredible. So if you're new here to my channel, hi, I'm Aley. I am an intuitive healer, and I focus on healing modalities such as energy healing, breathwork, meditation, manifestation, and moon magic. My whole channel is all about mindset, getting through those blocks to achieve the life you truly desire, guiding you through transformation and releasing anxiety and those racing thoughts, relieving depression. My whole channel is about self-healing and the tips that you can use to heal your life, to bring more joy and abundance in. So if that story intrigued you, keep listening and keep watching. You can hit that little subscribe button and the like button if you choose. That would be really, really helpful for me so that my work can get out there for more people to see, because you never know who this may benefit. So yes, I went back, and that night I decided to try solfeggio frequencies. There are 9 different ones, and I focused on the 432 Hertz. So if you want to have a look them up, solfeggio frequencies, and it will show you which ones you can use for different ones, like connecting to your higher self. You can use healing or the love frequency. I concentrate on 432, which was deep healing. And I'd pop my headphones in, and because I was managing a severe pelvic injury, there was no way I could sit cross-legged. So the only way for me to begin to learn meditation was to lay down. So once the 4 children had gone to bed, I'd be absolutely shattered and exhausted. I'd pop my headphones in and I would just lay and just listen to the music. And I started to allow what was happening up in my mind. I started to allow the thoughts to just come and go without attaching. And it was such an incredible and very different sort of feeling to notice that my thoughts came and went, but yet I wasn't thinking them or attaching to them. They just came and go. And pretty much since then, I have had my headphones in and I have meditated every single night. And yes, to get back to the word Reiki, so I put in Salveggio frequencies. Then when I would look on YouTube, other ones would pop up about connecting to spirit guides, connecting to higher self. I started diving into different meditations. So I thought, oh yes, I'll give them a go. This one particular night, I think I was listening to just Egyptian music. I'd gone through the healing frequency with the Egyptian side, and that is when the word Reiki flashed to me like a pink neon sign. In the morning, I went to my partner and I said, you know, the craziest thing last night happened. I saw the word Reiki, Reiki. I have no idea what it is, but I think it's something that I need to do. And he smiled and said, you know what, babe? Ivana has just messaged me. This was all very new. He had met a healer that was at one of the spiritual churches, and his friend Ivana, who was a life coach, was there. And they'd exchanged numbers, and she had messaged him, hey, 2 weeks before this, do you know anyone who would be interested in Reiki? And he's like, well, I have no idea what that is. So he just ignored the message. But as soon as I mentioned that to him, he's like, you know what, babe? I'll message Ivana. So the universe had already started to co-conspire in my favor. When I'd hit rock bottom, and I asked him and I asked the universe, what do I do? How can I get out of this? The answers started coming. So he messaged Ivana, and from memory, this was like a Thursday night, and there was one more spot left on the Reiki course that was happening that weekend. At that time, we didn't have the money to be able to pay for it. Yet Dave rang his mum and he says, Mum, Aley really wants to do this Reiki course. She saw it in a meditation and it's happening this weekend. So Mum transferred the money and I booked in that very day. And it was a full weekend. And I must say that first weekend I was leaning in, I was absorbing everything that my master, the Reiki Master, was teaching us. I became so enthralled, I became so excited. It was like something was unlocked. It was like an answer was presented right before me. There was hope. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt joy and excitement. And going through all this Reiki journey, I was absolutely excited to see where my energy was, like around my body, to be able to feel that energy. And then each time I would run my hands down my body, depending on which chakra it was, it had a meaning. I'll be like, oh, so if it's here, that means that. If it's here, that means that. And I had no idea the spiritual meanings or that we had energy bodies at all. And so when I started exploring this, my background is in nursing. I was a registered nurse, so I could understand the physicalities and symptoms, but nobody had ever taught me that there's another layer, there's a spiritual layer, an energy body, and this energetic healing can enable you and help you to get to the root cause of whatever is ailing you. So, around your root chakra is safety, so anything like hip ways. And that's when I started really diving into my own. I had a lot of trauma. I had a lot of pain, asthma. I had a lot of ailments that took a lot of healing, a lot of acknowledging, going deep down to the root cause of what was causing it. And I've managed to navigate all of this without need for medication, all with the power of the energy healing my mind and getting to the root cause of what was causing my issues and dis-ease. It was incredible. So yes, my whole channel is about that very thing. How you can heal your own body, how you can heal your own life, how it can work in conjunction with other healing modalities, with other treatments as well. It is such a beautiful, so wonderful to have this knowledge and to be able to share it with you so that it can empower you in your life. That deep healing truly is possible. And I'm here to also say, to give you hope. If you do suffer, if you have anxiety and racing thoughts, which would lead you to feel irritated, which lead to feel anger and depression, I've been there, and there is hope to get through. So on my website, I'm creating a few offers that will be able to help. There will be a healing course. I do offer one-on-one Reiki healings as well. And there are beautiful resources as I talk about the meditation side. One of my favorite ones that I did was created a 21-day meditation course or journal. And this is for anyone, even if you have a meditation practice already, it can help enhance. I found it really wonderful as I was creating this, because it's like very beginners when your thoughts are racing, and sometimes just 5 minutes is all you can. Sometimes it can be very uncomfortable to sit with your mind and sit in quiet, because we've been taught to go, go, go. This meditation journal has like daily teaching and prompt of what you can do. For example, day 1 is solfeggio frequency. And you can start with that, simply going to bed at night time with your headphones in. Another one is being able to sit and watch a flame, a candle flame. They're all mindful practices that can be integrated into a busy life. Right, I started this when my 4 children were young, and they're very close together in age. So as a mother, you find time where you can, right? And if you're interested too, another offer that I'm creating is a newsletter. That every Monday there will be a newsletter, and it'll be a 5-minute meditation, and it can be on various topics like letting go, or bringing in more abundance, or bringing in joy, or climbing a steep hill to help your confidence. That will be all available very soon at aleyyoung.com. Very excited about what's on offer. Any questions, please let me know. I hope that was helpful, that it has inspired you, and empowered you to start looking within. All the answers you ever need are within you. And if you're watching this video, there's a reason. The universe, Spirit, has brought you here, has connected us. Any questions? Let me know. Remember, you are worthy, you are enough, and true healing is possible.